Live local now, live local now, live local now, Heartland News.
The way you can watch TV news is almost endless. And with these advances, those both in front and behind the camera must find a way to keep up.
We always have to be able to, make sure that when it comes to finding out what's happening locally, we can make sure that people are aware of it.
And for students just getting their foot through the door like Clayton Hester, they'll need more than a nice smile and a pretty voice to keep up, but the ability to adapt.
So far, it's been something I've just kind of tried to keep up on the heels of others and see where other people are doing things and how people are doing it.
Unlike other journalists, Hester spends most of his time behind a screen of a computer rather than the lens of a camera. And he's helping to start a new way of gathering news through the streaming through devices like Roku.
As a field, it's always going to be one that adapts with the times and tries to meet what people are looking for.
And someone who may know more about these changes sits just a couple of steps from Clayton, and that's his boss, Roger C.
One of the biggest changes is how much space that we have now to store everything digitally.
After getting his journalism degree at Murray State, Rogers started his career in Louisville, Kentucky, going on to cities like Portland and Cincinnati, and finally in Cape Girardeau as news director of KFES 12. He says the biggest change he's witnessed is the transfer from videotape to digital.
This is from like 1980, 81, 82. This would have been how they would have stored video. When we were at the fire the other day, we were shooting on one of those little bitty discs that go inside a GoPro, and it had like 500 minutes of video. That's 10 times the size of what's going on in here.
And with the ability to do more, it gave stations less of a reason to hire more. And when the 2008 recession hit, the amount of workers in a newsroom decreased dramatically.
In 2008, when we went through the recession, it hit TV stations very hard. And as they looked at ways to do things, one of them was to have most of the reporters shoot their own video.
And despite the fancy high-end technology, journalism remains at the forefront of what they do.
The level to which, as journalists, we really do it all.
If you don't tell a good story, if you don't have information that's relevant to me and my life, nobody's going to watch you. That's why journalism is the heart of what we're doing. It's the reason that we improve the technology, is so that we can tell stories that impact people.